Good morning. Keck here with Builderall, information products training and support specialists. Welcome to today's live stream. Going to go ahead and click on my phone here and make sure everything looks good. Yes, we are live. I'll give just a couple minutes of monologue here to give people an opportunity to hop on the live here. Again, my name is Keck with Builderall, information products training and support specialist. Glad you're here. Our Facebook group is about building community around people who want to learn how to create and sell information products with the intent that we will support each other, help each other. You can lean on me, ask me any questions, do my very best to help you find the answer. Gonna try to help you learn how to learn, and we'll get right to it. So again, welcome to those that are just joining us. This is Keck. We're going to talk today about email marketing, and specifically, we're going to talk about opt-in, single opt-in or double opt-in. I want to start by sharing my screen, and okay, let me do this here. This one, share to infinity and beyond. Okay, so we're going to start off just by talking a little bit about email marketing. And this is actually from a training you can find in the knowledge base if you type in Mailing Boss, getting started with email marketing, or email marketing overview is what it's called. You can see the title right here. But I just want to talk about some of these statistics up top to give you an idea how important email marketing is, because some are of the opinion that, oh, email is dead and why bother? I just want to assure you that's not the case. Email marketing is very much alive and effective. And if we look at some of these, okay. Good morning. If we look at some of these stats here, we will see email marketing has one of the biggest ROIs, average of $38 to every $1. Large reach, 5.6 billion active email accounts versus Facebook only has 2.3 billion. So, there's twice as many email accounts. 90% of emails get delivered. Only 2% of your friends see Facebook posts. And you see there's a little contrast here between Facebook and email, because a lot of people think, oh, I'll just do email marketing and I'll just scrap all the rest. No, that's not really the way to go. You want to use email marketing. Email has outlived MySpace and many other social media platforms. Think about it. You have an email address. Morning, Francisco. You have an email address and you're going to keep that. I mean, your primary email address you keep. When MySpace comes and goes, or all the different platforms comes and goes, you're still going to have your email address. Any social media could be gone tomorrow, but email is here to stay. There's a lot of rumblings right now about TikTok maybe being banned. It has been banned in several countries. Just an example that if all your audience is on a platform and you don't have an email list and that platform goes away, you're left with a whole lot of nothing. And let's see, over 90% of people online use email and only around 60% use social media. So, Jose, hey there, good morning. So I just want to give you an overview that it's important to use email marketing. We'll go ahead and shut this down here, and we'll go to this guy right here. And this is the question we're going to be addressing today. Single opt-in versus double opt-in when it comes to email, and which one should I use? And it's a question you really have to answer. Good morning, Carl. It's a question you really have to answer for yourself, and that's kind of what I'm hoping this short presentation will do, is help you decide. So as we scroll along here, I'm going to tell you first off, what is the difference between a single opt-in and a double opt-in? Simply put, a single opt-in, there's only one, or a single, one for single, there's only one action needed to opt in. Example, somebody fills out the email marketing form and they click the submit button. That is one action. They're clicking submit. So that's a single option, or a single opt-in. So think single action needed, that is a single opt-in. On the other hand, a double opt-in, there are two, think double, there are two actions needed to opt in. Example, fill out that email marketing form and click the submit button. There's one. And then they have to click on the link in the email that will be automatically sent to them to confirm. So that's 2. So that's a double opt-in. So very simply, that's the difference. Hello, Mary. Welcome. Thanks for being here. That is the difference between a single and a double. How many actions does the potential subscriber have to take to become a subscriber? 1 or 2. Very straightforward. So there are 2 different mindsets also when it comes to how do you decide which am I going to use, single or double. So one of the mindsets would say right here, well, with a single opt-in, I'll get more subscribers because it's easier for the subscriber. This idea that if the subscriber only has to take one action, it's going to result in more subscribers. Now, that's not necessarily true, but that is a common mindset. Contrast that with the idea that, hey, what I really want here is to get more emails delivered. And that's what happens with the double. You will get more emails delivered. So you have to kind of get out of the mindset of saying, oh, my main goal is to get as many subscribers as possible, and shift over here to say, my main goal is to make sure that all of my emails get delivered to my subscribers. You see the difference there? So sender reputation is, first off, a huge thing, and a lot of people don't even know it exists. Let me read this to you. An email sender reputation is a score that an internet service provider assigns to an organization that sends email. It's a crucial component of your email deliverability. The higher the score, the more likely the ISP, internet service provider, will deliver emails to the inboxes of recipients on their network. And you can think of it kind of like a credit score. It's not a credit score, but it's kind of similar to that. And many people don't even know it exists, and they don't even consider that in their consideration of what kind of opt-in to use. But you need to know about this. The internet service providers, they all have kind of like the credit scoring agencies, they all kind of talk together. I'm not sure exactly how this works because, they keep it very hush-hush, their algorithms and protocols. But the fact is that every email sender has a sender reputation and a score associated with that. And the higher your score, the better deliverability you're going to get of your emails. The lower the score, the poorer your deliverability will be. Hey, Stephen, welcome. Okay, so a little more about this score. Your sender score takes a wide range of variables into account, including bounce rates, spam complaints, and how often you send to spam traps. Let your sender reputation drop low enough, and email providers will filter your emails based on your IP address alone without taking the quality of your campaigns into consideration. So we start to see how important this sender reputation is when we realize the things that they consider in determining your reputation. Bounce rates, spam complaints, and spam traps. These are just some of the things. So bounce rates, what is that? You send an email out and it bounces back because that email address was not real. Why would an email address be not real? Well, how about this? We used a single opt-in and somebody saw our lead magnet, whatever we were offering in exchange for their email, and they said, oh, I really want that, but I don't want to get emails from them. I'll just put in, let's see, Batman at gothamcity.com. Yeah, I'll use that. Totally fake, okay? Unless it's really Batman, which he's not involved on the internet anymore, as far as I know. So that's one reason you get a bounce rate. So you send out your emails and it goes to Batman at gothamcity.com. There is no such email, and then it gets bounced back. And that is a bounce rate. The more of those, the higher bounce rate you have. So there's one reason you want to think, do I really want single opt-in where people can just put in a bogus email? No, you don't. That's going to affect your score and your sender reputation in a very negative way. Spam complaints, another determination in determining, or a factor in determining your score and your reputation. If you send out content that your audience doesn't want or perceives as spam, it's going to get, some people will say mark as spam. You've seen that on when you get emails, mark as spam. You don't want that to happen to you. And another thing is spam traps. How often you send to spam traps? Spam traps are email addresses that the internet service providers make up, and they're monitored, but they don't really send out any emails. And it's kind of a trap to see if you are going to send to somebody that's not on the list, maybe one of these spam trap emails. So those are some of the factors, just some of the factors to consider, or that the ISPs consider when determining your reputation and your reputation score. Now, like that, hey, AJ and Stephen, glad you're here with us. Now, in the same way that the sender has a reputation score, also the domain has a reputation and the server has a reputation. So there's some things to consider here. Your domain has a reputation when it comes to delivering emails. So you want to make sure you protect the reputation of your domain. And you'll see that with servers too. For example, Builderall email servers, we have to protect them. And on a company level, Builderall has some things in place to make sure, as do all ISPs and all email clients, to make sure that their clients are deterred from spamming people. So just like the individual sender has a reputation and a score, the domains and the server are kind of in the same boat too. So those are all things to consider. And when you look to an email provider and you see they have some restrictions, maybe about uploading lists or those different kind of things, it's because they're working on your behalf ultimately, because they want to make sure their server and your domain reputation is solid so that your emails will get delivered. So considerations determining your reputation and some things you can do to help your score. This is very important. One, email opens. They look at, the ISPs do, how many of those emails you sent out got opened. Okay, so if you're sending out, you want real people to be reading your emails. So you've got to have a good headline so people will open those emails. Also, links clicked in the emails. You need to provide value and reasons for them to open, read, and click through your emails. Okay, so somebody gets an email and right off the bat, they decide, I'm going to mark this as spam. That's very bad. We don't want that. Okay, somebody gets an email and they see a compelling headline. They see it's from you. They open it. That's good. That's what we want. Then we want them to actually read it. And if you have a link in there for them to click on, something to take action on, and they actually click it, boy, that's really good for your score and your reputation, the click-throughs in your emails. So basically, internet service providers want to see that people are receiving your emails, they're opening them, they're reading them, and they're clicking through on any links that you have. So that makes it important that you are very mindful and thoughtful when you create your emails, your email campaigns, or your email sequences, that you're actually providing value and giving things to your audience that they actually want. This is all going to help in the long run. So which one should you use? We've got the single opt-in and we've got the double opt-in. Hopefully by now you have decided which one to use, and I think the answer is pretty obvious. Double opt-in wins the fight. So double or single opt-in. The double opt-in is far superior. Usually people that use the single opt-in just really don't know all that's involved. There may be some specific reasons you would want to do some campaigns with single opt-in, but it's very high level, advanced stuff. And for the vast majority of everybody, you want to use double opt-in. It just eats single opt-in's lunch every time, as you can see in this picture. So let me see if I can take this down. Where is that? And we'll go back here and we'll stop screen sharing. So just wanted to check in with you face-to-face here. I appreciate everybody being on the call that's on here. If you have more questions about email, single opt-in, double opt-in, deliverability, please drop them in the comments and I will get those questions answered for you. So single opt-in or double opt-in, very important stuff. You've got to take into consideration that there is a reputation, that you are being monitored, that there's going to be a reputation score associated with you and your domain. And you really want to protect your domain's ability and your domain's reputation so it can effectively deliver emails. And on the server side, same thing, even more so, but that's not something we have to worry about too much. Okay, let me check the comments here. Any questions? Hey, Terry, good morning. Glad you're here. Take a look over here at the different questions. Okay. Any questions on this topic before I log off? Single opt-in or double opt-in? Very clear and very useful. Excellent. Okay, well, I guess that's it for today. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I appreciate you guys being here. And email marketing, super important. Dive deep, go to the knowledge base, type in mailing boss, watch everything, and really get up to speed. Okay, you're welcome, Francisco. All right, I'm going to sign off, you guys. Good to see you. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And just a heads up, on Friday, we are going to do a question and answer Friday. So plan on doing that about 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm a morning person, so prepare for that. If you can be there for that, I'd love to get your questions and answer them live. And that's it. We will see you then. Y'all have a fantastic day, and let's build it with Builderall.